Hey y'all, so apparently my microphone decided to do its own thing. I don't really know. I had to kind of redo all the settings, so thanks so much for being patient with me, but we're back. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Friday Jam session. Let's go ahead and step into the goddess realm. I figure, better late than never. What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? So y'all know the deal. Grab your water. Let's chug a lug. All the good jazz. Social it up. Sorry, checking my phone here. Make sure you hit like when you're done. Me so thirsty. I've been chugging this morning, so I might have to keep it short because thankfully there's a bathroom close. All right, y'all, let's dive in. Thank you to God. Thank you to the universe, our angels, our goddesses, our guides, our fairies for all the amazing direction you've been giving us, all the clarity and the concise deliverance. And we ask that you continue to make it applicable to our lives. We've also asked that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it abundantly. And all these many wonderful things we ask in unconditional love. Amen. Oh, all right. It's Friday. I think it's going to be a short day. Knock on wood. I say that, but who knows what it's actually going to be. I do think we are, however, going to talk to our goddesses and see what's up. Thank you, goddesses. What do you have for us today? Whoop, there's one. Getting 3 to 5. I think we're getting 3 from this deck. Ooh, there's 2. Is that 2? 1, 2. Yes, it is. And let's see. Keep shuffling. There it is. There's our number 3. All right, I haven't seen these yet, so let's dive in and see what we're working with. Oh no! If it's not one thing, guys, it's bound to be something else. So give me a hot second while I reconnect my other camera. I had to restart my whole computer in order to get some sound. And even then I had to go and redo all my audio settings. I don't know what happened, but either way, we're here now. Let me do this. Sorry. Hopefully it's still connected. There we go. All right. Now we can dive in. All right, so for our first card, we have Cordelia. Go outside. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. And again, the thing that I love most about this card, we've talked about this in the past, is it really shows a balance. Like it's got daytime and nighttime. We've got land and water. So really go outside, balance yourself, get in nature. Remember, you're not separate from nature. It's amazing how when we return to natural foods and natural things, how we just naturally get healthy. But when we go to some of the man-made things and the processed things and we don't follow our bodies according to nature, how disease and deterioration starts to set in. So degeneration, whatever words you want to use. So all the things that are moving backwards from where we want to be, right? So again, go outside, get in nature. One of the things that I think you'll also find is it's a great way to balance not just your physical body with nature, but also your mental and your spiritual body. A lot of times in nature, we just it's an opportunity to clear our minds. It's an opportunity for new ideas to come forth, new thoughts, just clarity in general. So really make sure you're balancing yourself. If you're inside, get your butt outside. If you're getting a lot of nighttime outside, make sure you're getting some daytime. If you're spending a lot of time on land, try and get near some water. All right. The next card we have is Irene, peace. There is no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. There's no need to worry. Everything's working out beautifully. And I actually want to get just a little more information on this. I actually really like this card, but I want to make sure. All right, here we go. In particular, Irene, she's a Greek goddess whose sisters include the goddess of lawfulness and justice. Irene brings peacefulness to all who call upon her. The Romans referred to her as Pax, which means peace. Irene helps us to replace worry with faith. She also reminds us to retain our childlike awe and enthusiasm for life, which is interesting because we've actually been getting a fair amount of cards talking about nurturing our inner child. And as we nurture our inner child, we nurture ourselves, right? So in particular, a message from Irene. Even though appearances may seem chaotic, I assure you that a higher plan is in action. All this loving power is carrying and supporting you completely. Relax into the arms of divine love and breathe away all cares, concerns, and worries. How often lately have we been told to release, let go, to use our exhalation, our slow exhalation to release the things that aren't serving us, right? Put your focus into enjoying and appreciating each blessing. Your gratitude helps you attract even more blessing in your life. I think that's a really kind of straightforward question. Hi, Osman. Hi, Peppers. How are you today? Happy Friday! So I really love this card. Peace, relax, enjoy life, show gratitude to attract more of that to you. More things to be grateful to you. And again, guys, one thing in particular that I'm really seeing about this card, it's the first thing that stood out to me in particular was lots of water. Lots and lots of water. The other day, it was raining, and I really wanted to, and I kind of wish I would have, I wanted to go outside and just kind of close my eyes and put my hands in the rain, really to kind of wash away. You know, water can be very renewing. It can be very healing. It can be very telling if you allow it. Okay. If you can't get near water, take baths, chug-a-lug water, do what you can. Oh, beautiful card. All right. For our third card this morning, prosperity, and I always have to sound out the name because when I say it fast, I say it wrong. Abundantia. Oh my God. You can see it for yourself. Prosperity. I make my own self giggle. All right. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Again, this is yet another message. I swear, almost every day, every other day, we keep getting messages about opening up. Open up. Be open to receiving. Your angels have gifts from your Creator. Your loved ones are pouring their blessings. Open up to receive. Open up to receive. Open up to receive. And in particular, what do you see? I love this card. Number one, it's just pretty. I like all the colors in it. But number two is this divine cornucopia of gold just flowing from heaven. It's overflowing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like here's a few little coins and, go have a nice day. Open up and receive the abundance that's flowing out to you. The biggest thing that I'm hearing in particular is open up to the type of abundance that you are receiving. Sometimes we operate from places of lack and places of fear. And so we're looking for a specific type of abundance, whether it be money, whether it be ideas, whether it be fresh people or new situations, but open up to the abundance that you already have, to the abundance that's already flowing to you. Operate from a place of that abundance, from a place of love, not necessarily from that place of lack, because when we're stuck in that place of lack, then that's all we can see around us is lack. How the heck are we supposed to open up to abundance when we're stuck in lack, right? So really, that's the big thing, is recognizing where you're at, recognizing where your mind is at, and realizing all the abundance that you already have. It's already flowing to you freely. Freely, freely. All right, let's switch decks here. We're going to talk to our fairies. I think we're going to get 2 cards from our fairies. Woo! Good morning. Okay. Patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there is unforeseen factors that must occur first. Patience, please. Very interesting. I'm going to come back to that. It's our second card. Thank you, fairies. What do you have for us this Friday jam session? What do you have for us this Friday morning? Ooh, there it is. Okay, got it. There are two. I was thinking that details doesn't matter. Okay. Oh man, this is a big one that kind of just jumps out at me as I am just getting home off of vacation. I told myself, all right, you have a few days to play and then it's time to get serious again. Dietary change. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. One thing anybody who has ever had any sort of transformation physically will tell you is that when their diet improves, that their whole everything improves. It's not just about, oh, my digestion got better. Oh, my diabetes went away. My high blood pressure came down. My acne, my skin cleared up. But also what they start to find is as their digestion clears up, all of this clears up too. The brain fog starts to go away. The sleepless nights, the insomnia starts to go away. The worrisome thoughts and feelings, the places of lack start to go away because you start to be able to recognize, oh my gosh, I didn't know I could feel this good. And when you can get to a place of realizing how good you are feeling, other things start to feel good. You start to experience the other abundance within life, right? So as you clean up your diet, literally everything changes. Y'all hear me talk about this all the time. Very personally, the thing that I know in particular about myself, and I always relate it to weekends because weekends tend to be tougher for me. I'm going to correct that. Weekends in the past were tougher for me in terms of sticking to my meal plan, sticking to my quote unquote healthy eating or my diet. And one of the things that I learned very early on in my transformation is that eating sugar, which is mostly when it occurred, was on the weekends, whether it be through drinks or whether it be through candy or whether it be even through bread that turned to sugar later in my body, that having high amounts of sugar, especially when my body was accustomed to eating clean, that it kicked me into slow-mo mode Monday and Tuesday, almost into depressive mode, where maybe my thoughts weren't, negative, but they weren't near as peppy. My body was sluggish. Motivation is a lot harder. And everything was just more difficult until I could start to pull out of it after working out and eating clean again for a few days. And then by Wednesday, I start to pep up and start to feel clear-headed again. So one thing that I know for a fact that I can speak personally to is how much sugar affects depression and anxiety. Period, point blank, end of discussion. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So one thing that, again, I want to really stress is that be patient with yourself. What you're asking for is coming. Let me see if I can focus this a little bit better. What you're asking for is coming. Have patience. There are unforeseen factors that need to happen. But while you're being patient and you're trusting and believing and you're operating from the place of the I am, you're feeling the prosperity in the world, you're feeling the peace in the world, you're reconnecting with Mother Earth, then while you're doing that, also work on the physical aspect. Not just the mental aspect and the spiritual aspect, but the physical aspect. Get your physical house in order, right? We need to prep for the things that are coming. Get your physical house in order. Some of you are asking for a lot of things, whether it be spiritually, whether it be mentally, whether it be physically in your careers, in your business, in your household, and you need to have your body in order to take in place to handle what it is that's coming towards you. So get yourself in order as well. And then finally, this card is very interesting. I've come to make peace with this card because it used to kind of freak me out. Pregnancy. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. Pregnancy. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. For some of you, this might be a physical baby. For others of you, it might be Piper says patience. Yes. Lord. For some of you, for a lot of you, these are birth of an idea, birth of a new way of being, birth of a new you. Again, as we've been nurturing our inner child, you know, working on our new self, working on Vesta, being shown that, you know, as a healthy change in the occupants occurs, a healthy change within our household occurs. So some of this is just newness, period. That, remember the card we got the other day about how the seed is planted in the darkness and then it does its thing, and as it gets stronger, it begins to break through, the shoot begins to break through the dirt into the light, which eventually becomes a flower, which eventually bears fruit. For some of you, you are pregnant with ideas. You are pregnant with a new way of being. So as you're being patient, understanding that things are happening behind the scenes, the universe is working for your highest good. God, your guides, your angels are working for your highest good. Do the things that you need to do. So again, taking care of your physical body, getting your physical house in order, right? Understanding that as you clean this up, some of you are looking for direction, not realizing that you're being fed direction at all time, but you're so cloudy in your physical body that it's affecting your spiritual realm. It's affecting your hearing. It's affecting your sight. Does that make sense? So as you begin to clear that up by eating the things that you need to be eating, by taking in water, by taking in exercise, that it allows you to then start to give birth to these new ideas, to these new conditions, these new ways of being. In doing so, as you give birth, again, the seed is now starting to bloom and to push beyond the dirt. Does that make sense, guys? What I'm really hearing is like this whole message is mind, body, and spirit. First, we're being told to go outside. You've been indoors too long. It's time to balance yourself out. Sun and moon, land and water, in and out, right? Then we need to balance your life. Balance your life, balance your mind, balance your spirit, balance your body. And I want to be clear about that. It doesn't mean being alkaline. It means being in balance. So if you are acidic, then you need to balance yourself. But it doesn't mean I'm only alkaline, right? Because that's just as dangerous. Your body wants to be in balance. Clear your mind. Let go of worry. Everything is working out beautifully. Everything's working out beautifully. What I'm seeing in particular is use the water to cleanse. That's really what I'm hearing, is use water to cleanse. If you have to go to the lake, you know, if you're at the lake and you have the ability to get to the lake, you know, if you can get to the beach, even if it's a man-made beach, if you can take a bath, take a shower, imagine that water just cleansing you, refreshing you, allowing the worry to sift away. All right? And when you do so, it gives you the opportunity to feel the abundance that is pouring out to you. Getting out of that place of lack. Getting into a place of abundance, a place of unconditional love. We start to feel that vibration of gratitude. And as we hold it, what did Irene tell us? As we begin to hold that and to show gratitude, it brings more things for us to be grateful for. So we can't be holding that place of, I wish, I need, I hope. No, all my needs and wants are met. I feel the abundance of the earth. I operate from a place of unconditional love. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Tamisha. I hope that makes perfect sense, y'all. Really just getting abundantly clear with yourself. I think sometimes what I'm hearing is sometimes we get so caught up in the how. We get so caught up in the I'm on this mission. I'm on this mission. I'm on this mission. And when is this going to happen? When is this going to take place? When you're being told to chill the F out, to relax, to work, to continue your work, but to do not just the things in terms of focusing your thoughts, but also getting your body in alignment, getting your mind in alignment. Going outside isn't just about balancing your body. It's also about balancing your mind and balancing your spirit, reconnecting with nature. So often, many of us, me freaking included, spend a majority of our day with technology. Technology is not a bad thing. It's super helpful. It's helping us be in different parts of the world right now and being able to communicate like virtually live. You know what I'm saying? So there might, I don't say virtually because we might have a minute or half a, a 30-second delay or something. But for us to be all around the world and to communicate live and to share wonderful messages, however, our bodies need to also reconnect with the earth, our minds, our spirits. We need to balance out. Sometimes for some of us, we're knowledge junkies. And so we spend all this time taking in all this book knowledge. But the fact of the matter is some things are just innate. Some things you have to just experience. You have to come about in knowing. So balancing ourselves, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? Making sure we understand day and night, inside and outside, land and water, connect to this earth. We're not separate from it, right? What it reminds me is yesterday's card in reference to Isis, goddess of 10,000 names. How again, so oftentimes we see ourselves as, I am this, I am that, I am woman, I am mother, I am daughter, I am accountant, I am attorney, I am firewoman, or a fireman, what have you. We see ourselves in this, but we forget the multifaceted, multidimensional beings that we are. So allow yourself to balance out, to connect and to allow and to give love and to be loved by those other aspects of self. Let me pull these back. Whoops. And again, being patient is key. Knowing that things are coming about, working in our favor. In the meantime, get your body right, because getting your body right, get your mind right, get your spirit right. Again, total wellness is mind, body, and spirit. They are not separate from one another. So as you get your body in check, everything else starts to get in check. Some of you have grand ideas that you're trying to launch, that you want to get this going. You're pregnant with ideas. You're pregnant with a new way of being. But until you get your body in check and you start appreciating the abundance that you already have by being patient and showing gratitude, you're not making way for those new ideas, those new conditions, those new ways of being to take forth, to be birthed, right? You want to plant the seed, but you keep trying to till the soil. Like at a certain point, you gotta be about it, right? We can't be like poking around the garden like we are the garden. Does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense. So Piper says total body wellness, mind, body, and spirit. Abso-freaking-lutely. At the end of the day, that is all it boils down to. Total wellness is mind, body, and spirit. We cannot have one off in the other, and thinking we're going to be healthy in the other areas. I mean, again, we talked about this yesterday, how many diseases manifest from from stress, from heartache, from disappointment. How many people do you know deal with regular or chronic migraines, with high blood pressure, anxiety? We all know that anxiety is a lot of times here, but it is very much so felt in here, right? There's no denying that there are physical components that play with anxiety. A lot of times when we can begin to align ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, recognize all that we are, and do the things that support us, mind, body, and spirit. So it's really interesting to me that the manner of cards that we're getting today. Chill out, relax, things are happening as they're supposed to, but while these things are happening and you're being patient, you're also to be balancing your body, balancing your mind, and balancing your spirit. And in doing so, it gives way for new things, the birth of a new child, the birth of a new idea. For some of us, like our business is our baby, So some of us need to do the things to support a healthy pregnancy, to support being able to do our business, right? We got to stop talking out of both sides of our neck. Okay? I hope that makes sense, y'all. Tamisha says, yes, I'm experiencing that. I get so focused on building one. When I get depleted, my body lets me know, not to mention the energy around me. Abso-freaking-lutely. I had one yesterday, truck down, day 5. So those are the things that we really want to focus on, and you know, just remember that our mind, body, and spirit, our thoughts, our feelings, our actions can absolutely affect what's going on around us. All right. So I love you lots, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed today's session. If you have any questions, of course, you can always contact me at I Am Goddess Life. Drop a line and request your free reading as well. Have an awesome day. Let's, you know the deal, social it up one more freaking time because it's Friday and I'm thirsty. Oh, I'm struggling. I did make it to the gym yesterday and like I did these killer shoulders. Like I walked out of there like, oh, yo, see, no, I can't even flex them. They hurt so bad. So lifting the water, but it's all good. We're going to go back and do it all over again today. Biceps and triceps, baby. And more legs, of course. I will catch y'all on the flip side. And I'm excited because I've got most everything together. So again, if you are not in the private group on Monday, make sure you're in there. Get in touch with me over the weekend because that's when I'm releasing the first group workout. And again, it is a 4-day-a-week workout. Upper body, lower body, core, and cardio conditioning. So these are free. You do not need a gym membership. You do not need any equipment. If you have equipment, bonus, but you don't need any. And yeah, it doesn't cost you anything. So I will see you in the group. In the meantime, happy Friday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.